Still with John Richardson? Still.
You're starting to sound really upset about that. As if am I supposed to have left by now?
You were never booked in the first place.
Oh, hurtful. Well, I shall take my 2 mugs.
And James Acaster.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, man. Yeah, good.
Yeah, good week?
Yeah. I want to say good week.
Yeah.
It's a really uneventful week, apart from the stories I've told you off the air that I can't tell on the air.
I know, I can't... It's unbelievable. That's one of the rudest things I've ever heard, James. But
yeah, that's what I'm like.
Jonathan Dimbleby.
Yeah, fair enough. How's your mouth?
Yeah, good.
All the thinking.
Good, thanks.
Last week, James had a wisdom tooth out.
Oh.
And
big time.
I heard a Jeremy Vine call-in on wisdom teeth only a couple of weeks ago.
Did you? Well, we'll move on then. I didn't realise it. What was the call-in?
Well, just about what difficulties they can cause for people. I'd never realised I was so lucky not to have had trouble with my wisdom teeth. Does that mean you've got to have more, or is that just a rogue?
That was the only one. That was the only one. It was growing at an angle, mate. And it was a hazard to the other teeth.
Right. Better get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut it out.
Cut my losses.
Yeah. Have you kept it?
No, they had to cut it into 4 pieces.
Yeah, we discussed this last week.
Josh really hates stuff like this. He goes, they regret on your face as soon as you ask them.
The best detail of the story is James had local anaesthetic, because if you
support your local brands.
Because if he couldn't go under general anaesthetic because he couldn't find a friend to come with him.
No. That is getting exaggerated every time you tell it.
What do you need a friend for?
Well, they said you had to have a friend with you.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. There you go. The only person more happily lonely than me is John Richardson, and he will happily say, why do you need a friend?
Something good to add to your list, you know, and I can't even get generally anaesthesed to wake you up, or just to be there when you...
I think just go home with you, make sure you don't, get in any trouble on the way home, wander into an alley or whatever.
Oh, dear. It is sad. We'll do an appeal next. If you have another wisdom tooth out, we'll do a text appeal to see if anyone will come with you.
Yeah, okay, great. I'll try and get another tooth out for no reason, so that I can get chaperoned by a stranger to the hospital.
Yeah, there's a guy who had...
Glad you're throwing stuff into it.
No anaesthetic at all, just had hypnotherapy and had a tooth taken out.
Oh, no, that's not a thing, is it?
And they said all the way through, they said 0 to 10, just tell me what your pain's like at the moment, and it never got above 4.
Wow.
Fine with it.
Just kept on clucking every time they asked him.
Now, James, we're talking today. I haven't told you this off air, so this is exciting. Is there anything you haven't... Well, we'll start with, can you swim?
Yes.
Oh, can you use cling film?
Surprised that I can swim?
Yeah.
Well, no, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Can you use cling film?
Yeah.
God, he's a better man than me.
I used to work in a kitchen, remember?
Oh, yeah, all right,
so,
bragging.
you know... We knew how to use cling film, and then put one of those stickers that has the date on it, so that you use it in time.
Oh, I didn't know that. We are talking about... I mean, that's one of the most boring things I've ever heard. Even by your standards.
Josh Widdicombe, XFM.
Now, last week, James, you mentioned on the show Weetabix.
Yep.
And the listenership went through the roof.
As always.
And you mentioned that you were being sent some Weetabix drink.
Yeah, well, people couldn't believe... I couldn't believe it when Weetabix have released an energy drink called...
Sorry, I shouldn't have outwardly laughed.
Called Weetabix on the go.
Yeah.
And...
can I just make it clear... It sounds like we're doing an infomercial.
Yeah, it does sound like we are.
But this is genuinely a thing that's happened.
This is something that,
this really is. When they sent you those bottles, this is more than they expected to get out of it.
Yeah, the point is, they just talk about it on the radio because we genuinely can't believe that it's happened. It's not... This isn't something like...
So Weetabix have released an energy drink?
It's an admirable step, isn't it, for Weetabix? No one saw that. There'll be a perfume next.
I don't know who came up with that. That must have been quite the board meeting. Tell you what we need to get into. Energy drinks.
What did they go...
Guys, something happened this morning. I put too much milk on my Weetabix. And it was pointless using the spoon. I just tipped it straight in from the bowl. I've had a thought.
You should have seen me at the gym after I had that.
What flavour?
The thing is, sorry, I just got distracted by a text saying, can you ask John if 8 out of 10 Cats is coming back? It's on at the moment.
It's on at the moment, yeah. It's in that prime time Monday night slot. So
I think that guy needs to ask someone if his television's coming back. Really.
The person, actually, the person, he meant Countdown.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
Well, there might be some in the summer. Is that a good answer?
Yeah, sorry. I shouldn't have got distracted. I thought it was a funny tweet, but actually it's fine. But the reason I got confused is he's abbreviated the name of the show to 8 out of 10 Cats Down.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use that on the show.
I've used every other joke I can think of about the 16 episodes we've done.
Anyway, sorry, back to Weetabix, James. So, you've got the drink.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, they sent... Basically, people were tweeting photos of it at me, just because I'm from Kettering, which is next to the Weetabix factory. I'm seen as the spokesman for Weetabix now. So people
I don't think this link is dispelling that notion.
Yeah, at the minute, I've become that
Nobody
guy.
ever goes in. Nobody ever comes out.
So I basically speculated it would be disgusting.
Yeah.
And so Weetabix sent me some to try and prove me wrong. And they sent me strawberry, chocolate and vanilla. I bought the vanilla one in today.
Would you be willing to say on air what happened with the tweet conversation with Weetabix and the other guy?
Oh, quite sad, isn't it? Well, this guy tweeted me saying, have you seen this? Weetabix on the go. And I tweeted back at this normal man just saying, yep, looks disgusting. And then Weetabix on the go commented on it saying, if you like, we can send you some free. See for yourself. Just send us your DM us your address. So
you didn't text it to a radio station.
No. Well, I followed them and I DM'd them my address. But then also the guy who was involved in the conversation, the original guy, went, I'm trying to send you my address, but you don't appear to be following me. If you follow me, I'll be happy to send it. I felt quite sorry for I mean, hopefully Weetabix have done the right thing, followed him and then sent him some Weetabix on the go as well.
Let's hope so. It made me laugh so much to read that conversation.
Well, if that guy works hard and gets on the circuit and writes a good Edinburgh show and gets nominated, maybe he'll get some
get some lovely Weetabix drink as well. Living the high life. But
so should we try it?
Yep. It says all the protein, energy and fibre. I'm not going to tell you if it's bitty or not until you try it. What do you imagine it to be before?
I imagine like if you mashed up Weetabix,
shook it up in a bottle.
I imagine it like, you know, like those Biopot yogurts where they've got the bits of grain in it.
Yeah.
I imagine it a bit like a thinner version of that.
You'd be disappointed if it wasn't bitty, I think. I'd feel I'd been duped.
Yeah.
Okay, which is going to be disappointing, isn't it? Oh, may I say, before I poured it, no matter how weird this is for you drinking it, the most embarrassing thing is sitting on the tube holding nothing but a bottle of Weetabix on the go and having everyone look at you on the way here.
And not being able to drink it.
They just looked at me for that. It's disgusting. they look at me like, what are you doing? Drinking stuff like that and taking it around. I was like, I literally am on the go.
I like the idea that someone had seen your act and was going, God, that guy's obsessed with Weetabix.
He does. One for John.
Oh, thanks.
Now, it's not bitty.
Can I keep the mug? Got a little scam going here.
Right, are we ready? It looks quite thin. It's not bitty, did you say?
Not bitty at all. It says all the protein, energy and fibre of a Weetabix cereal with milk.
Right, we ready? That's alright.
It tastes like a yazoo. Really boring.
Like a yazoo. Do you want to try that, Neil?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
I'll buy my own bottle.
Oh, Neil doesn't even dare drink it. We've got to get Neil to drink it.
Neil's allergic.
The three of us don't even having a problem with it.
I had Weetabix this morning, so I don't want to overdose.
I'll tell you what.
Not on the go?
No, it was organic at home.
Wow.
Really? What did you make of it, John?
It's alright, isn't it? It's a bit if they want that for their advertising campaign, they can have it. It's alright.
I mean,
it just doesn't taste like Weetabix.
No, that's got nothing to do with Weetabix.
They completely
It should just be called On The Go.
Yep, On The Go energy drink. Keep the Weetabix thing a secret.
I'm not going to lie to you, I am absolutely buzzing.
For those of you who can't see, Josh has tied his sweatshirt around his forehead.
I feel like I've done a Jaeger bomb.
Josh Widdicombe Podcast XFM.
Arcade Fire, Reflector, Radio Edit, and that's why it fades out, which we discussed.
Oh, Radio Edit.
Yeah. No such. Not on my watch. Not again, please, producer Neil.
Tough.
Right. It brings us to the end of the show, though, so I'm Josh Widdicombe, and you should make that clear, but it's not about me now. I keep forgetting to do that this morning. I think I'm slightly... it's very rare you have someone else here who's served an apprenticeship.
Oh, yeah.
On the
it's like
airways.
having Wogan watch you, isn't it, having me? My proud radio history.
So you all, as a thank you for coming in, get the chance to plug your wares. James?
On Tuesday...
That's the Weetabix drink repeating on you.
Yeah. I cannot. I don't recommend that drink at all. I'm feeling very ill. On Tuesday, I'm doing Joe Lycett, friend of the show.
Oh yeah.
Doing his. Well, you know, it's a BBC Three pilot, so come on. That's not good news. But
tune in at www.
Yeah, but I think there's probably audience tickets or whatever. It's called Junk.
See it live.
See it live while you can, because it isn't going nowhere. But
I heard that's why BBC Three shut down.
Yeah. Lycett and Acaster on the same show. This has gone too far now.
Well, that's good. Where would you get that? SRO audiences or something like that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Google Joe Lycett Junk, BBC Three.
Yeah.
Or tickets.